Hey, didn't see you there. Thanks for stopping by for this video. I'm Eli, and today I'm going to show you how the last year of my life has gone. Before getting into it, I just want to say that my crew had some very ambitious goals for this video. Our props budget probably would have been somewhere between $100 and $200, and let me tell you, we were going to have it all. We had a full script, there were going to be characters with rich inner lives, and there was going to be a celebrity appearance, there was going to be a baby and a stunt double for that baby, spiritual awakenings, intrigue, newfound hope, all in stunning 4K high definition. But then... well, you get the idea. We lost 3 months of filming and a lot of the November motivation that got our idea off the ground in the first place. But we all still had an amazing year with the Washington Conservation Corps, and we wanted to deliver a video that captured our experience. Even though Kristen Stewart was out of our price range, and even though we had a perfectly good workaround for that. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we all had a hard year, but ultimately, we had a good year, and I just hope that comes across. Enjoy.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny.
We were taking break, Cody was eating his yogurt, and a bee or wasp kept bugging him and would not leave him alone. So instead of just getting up, he decided to hold his breath and let out the weirdest scream ever, and that just got me laughing to the point where I almost cried. And that was, definitely a top moment of this year.
Okay, my favorite moment was when Brittany was taking her driving test, and before she left, yelled out the car window to everyone she worked with, "Later, losers!" That was my favorite moment.
We were on the Sammamish River spraying herbicide, and me and Brittany kind of came across something flailing in the water. It was actually a Canada goose kind of drowning and attached to fishing line, so we kind of spent the rest of the day trying to release it from the fishing line, and we were able to take it to a wildlife rehab, and we just got good news that it survived and was released back into the wild.
There was a moment here at Horseneck. We had a ton of stakes on the other side of the site, and we had to get them over here. I had the idea to just throw my waders on and float the stakes over the water. I went to Justin and asked if I could do it, and he was like, sounds good to me. That helped the site get done on time. I think we were ahead of schedule. out to be two canoes.
Two canoes.
We were in 2 canoes, and we just got to spend.
We were working with noxious weeds to spray purple loosestrife and garden loosestrife. And we got to be in canoes. And so that was really fun.
How many canoes could you use?
2 canoes. Specifically 2 canoes. So that's why we called it 2 canoes. And my favorite moment was the time we spent in the canoes, but also racing back at the end of the day. We had a sort of battle to see who could make it to the dock first.
So your experience with teleservice, how was it?
Teleservice
was fun and challenging.
difficult but rewarding.
Teleservice was good.
Teleservice me was okay. I got to watch some webinars,
Watched a lot of webinars.
Attended a ton of webinars.
which were pretty interesting to watch and listen to.
Take a little physical break from all the work, and then getting all the certifications was a huge bonus.
It's okay, work on this on the computer over the course of the next few days.
I got to learn a lot.
I learned a whole bunch about different carbon sinks, and that was really cool.
I also even read the habitat assessment guidelines, and I feel like that was definitely beneficial, especially since I want to get my master's.
It gave me a good perspective on kind of the work that we do and, its greater purpose.
Then it got super challenging to pay attention to reading long pages of books and stuff.
I'm a little hurt that I didn't get to, see the first blooms of spring in real time in person.
I gained more intellectually, lost more physically.
Next question, please.
Oh,
Most challenging day for me.
that one's a thinker for sure.
My most challenging day was
Most challenging day.
You know what the most challenging day was? It was when we were at Poo Poo Point.
in Sammamish.
Working at Taylor Creek.
At Kelsey Creek.
It was probably still winter time.
Probably in the 80s.
Gotta be one of the 90-degree days that we had.
Carrying 10 to 20 pounds of mulch.
And we were carrying like 20 to 30 pounds of herbicide on our back.
We're trying to find a policeman's helmet.
Stomp grass in a swamp.
And my muck boot had a hole in it.
I ended up losing my phone.
So there was logs in the water.
The ground wasn't solid.
Waist deep.
Above my waist.
And then at the end of the day, we get back to where we had stashed our shoes because there were mud snails in the river. We were getting back there and someone had stolen all our muck boots.
Yeah, I was on death's door that day. That was terrible. That was really bad.
Yeah, I felt like crying.
It was a bad day.
I never wanted to go back.
I was very, very sad.
So that was rough.
This year with the WCC has been fantastic.
I got the games in exchange for pain.
I met fantastic people, kind of long-term friendships that made me even part of my family.
I'm so worried.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the supervisor prison.
There's a ladder over here.
It smells really weird in here, guys.
You want to do like a practice quiz?
Is this not horizontal?
That's
vertical,
vertical.
Mija.